Welcome all of you joining us, talking Pirates football alongside head coach Joe Austin. I'm Kid McConnico. Coach, your Pirates 21-10 victory over Belhaven, but the story, your defense, absolutely outstanding in this one. You limited the Blazers to just 47 yards rushing in the entire game.
We've done a pretty good job of that against most teams this year. And when you rush for 350, 360 and hold them to 40, that's a pretty good formula. The margin, the feel of the game, it was never really as close as the score was. We had a couple scoring opportunities that our offense didn't take advantage of. They're 10 points. It's an easy story to tell. They got 3 points off the short field. It was really windy in the first half, so they got the ball on our half of the 50. We held them to a field goal. And then their only touchdown came on a blown coverage. Two guys had no idea what defense we were in, and I guess that's my fault. So other than that, they did a great job all day.
Now, your Pirates, 374 rushing yards. The Blazers just 47 in this one. Your defense was outstanding. Also, your quarterback, Fred Hover, as he has been most of the season, he was outstanding as well.
Fred's really good, and we rely on him a lot. We had our top running back went out, Kalen Heim went out in the first quarter, and it wasn't that we said, Fred, everything's on your back, but I think Fred took it upon himself to put a little bit more on his back. And the way they defended us, it left Fred some opportunities in our option game, and he took advantage of it. And our offensive line also did a really good job. I always talk about the kid with the stats, but it's the guys that make things happen up front did a really good job also. And we're continuing to play 7, 8, 9 offensive linemen, and they all did a pretty good job last weekend.
Fred scored all 3 touchdowns, all rushed, and he rewarded, I should say, winning the SCAC Offensive Player of the Week. You went in to halftime, you had a few words for your offense, maybe a few choice words, but they seem to have the desired effect.
How do you know that?
Little birdie.
Well, we got to close our little birdies. Actually, I said it in the post game. Is probably how you know it. We weren't executing how I wanted to. It's a team that we scored 60 against this team last year, and they basically had the same personnel back, and I just wasn't happy with how we were finishing. We had the red zone possession where we didn't score, and then we missed our field goal at the end of the first half. And I thought our defense was pouring everything into it, and our offense's physicality wasn't quite matching. And we came back out in the second half, and it did much better. Went right down and scored on offense on our first drive of the second half. And so, coach's speeches only go so far.
Coach, obviously a bye week this week. You've got a very good team in Hardin-Simmons coming up next week. You've been trying to prepare for Hardin-Simmons. Weather has not been helpful to you in that regard. You haven't been able to get outside all week because of the rain.
Right. We wanted a short week, so the goal was to practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and all we could get was an hour in the gym Wednesday morning. But we have a meeting in the afternoons, so our guys will be, mentally ahead of schedule, and a little bit physically, because we got a little bit of a preview in the gym this morning of how they line up and some of the things they do. But really, this bye week for us has been intentionally, but also turned into by how the weather has treated us. It's been a recovery week, getting mentally fresh and physically fresh, and hopefully they're ready to go next week.
What is the physical status of your team at this point in the season? How are you guys doing?
Well, we keep losing more guys every week, unfortunately. So it's been an attrition year. Guys have from the beginning of the season we've lost guys, and that's football. Some years it's your year, and I guess this year is our year. Most of it's been on offense. In fact, almost all of it's been on offense. So our defense, I'd say, is fairly healthy. We haven't lost anyone there for a month or so. But our offense, we're losing starters regularly. So we're trying to prepare guys and have guys step in, and we'll get through it the best we can.
Yeah, Pirates a bye week this week, and then a good team coming to town in Hardin-Simmons the following week. As always, you can find the entire schedule at southwesternpirates.com. At least we don't forget SU Football Weekly on SHN Sports, a great show every Thursday night, 6 p.m. at the Sheridan. Coach, who are the guests this week?
Senior tight end A.J. Daniels and our senior center Cole Atterbury.
Coach, as always, we thank you for your time.
Thank you.